like just map everything out?
Yeah, on initial look, I liked it. Looked pretty reasonable. Uh,
Yeah.
do, 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 do.
How was your Christmas?
It was low key, no complaints. I think I got sick from one of my nieces though, so
Nice. Your
I mean that child
child
germs,
immunity.
man,
Yeah.
they'll get you. All right, so we are showing up on the Twitter.coms. So let's go
I
ahead and knock
see
out our
that.
retweets. How was your Christmas?
Christmas was good. Very good. Chill. Not so chill. I say chill because my uncle Ronnie put it in perspective. He's like, because like we ran around all over the place. We went to her families, at another side, my families. Like we were going to multiple stops, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. But my uncle Ronnie was like, "Well, when you get to my age, he's in his like 60s, I believe. He's like, you only have one or two stops to make. He's like, so like take advantage and enjoy those times where you get to go 100 different places in 2 days and enjoy.
Yeah.
So it was fun and low key. Definitely drank a little bit too much per use.
Sounds like a fantastic Christmas.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, man. All right, got that one done. Quote tweets.
And we won the bowl game, so like Christmas was obviously
It didn't get
automatically
canceled.
better. Yeah, right. Wonder how many people think we're going to talk basketball right now.
Jokes on you, nerds.
That's the second hour.
Yeah, we just get to talk about the telenovela level of soap opera that happened today.
Yeah, right. Dude, what a day. What a day. Every second you put your phone down, it felt like something was getting text
It
or posts
was
or.
so annoying because my phone just keeps going off, and I'm like, damn it, I've got to get some work today done. Like,
Ah,
I've
yeah.
got to do something.
Yeah, I can't relate.
All right. Oh, okay. So we got that. We got, oh no, my little glass paperweight. It's a ball with like a little, very small flat bottom, and I knocked it off its bottom, so it was rolling around on the desk. All right, we got the obligatory social media activity knocked out of the way. So let's go ahead and dive into the quick 2 minute warning pre show while people fall into the pink seats party deck. So, first things first on the 2 minute warning coaching carousel update. We still have our coach. We didn't have to ride the carousel. Michigan ends up settling with Kyle Whittingham, who was already getting kind of pushed out the door at Utah. They also decided to say that they totally were going after Kyle Whittingham the whole time and definitely weren't trying to talk to any other coaches.
Of course. I mean, it's Michigan, of course. You have to expect that to happen. Them to come, back out on social media and say things along the lines of we didn't even contact Jeff. We didn't even
Exactly.
contact him. Hello, Liam.
So definitely not any sour grapes there. Another situation where I think they kind of bumbled their way into actually making a really good hire. And I feel like that's like a really good transitional coach hire for them. Like, hey,
Right. Everybody in national media has been saying like, "Wow, how did Michigan?" Of course, Michigan lucks into like the perfect hire for Michigan at this moment.
well, the funny thing is that I'm pretty sure Matt Campbell stayed at Iowa State so long because he was waiting for the Michigan job to open up. So not just them, but Penn State also bumbled their way into making exceptional coaching hires.
Yeah. Yeah.
To paraphrase Tom Fornelli, I have no idea if it'll work out for him.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, either one of these, I have no idea if it's actually going to work out for those guys. It seems to fit, but we'll have to see.
And then, you know, who's not going to be head coach hunting now? Notre Dame. Marcus Freeman reiterates his commitment to the Irish. I mean, I was kind of skeptical at the idea, thinking he was going to go anywhere, but never know if a guy has NFL aspirations. So it's nice to
Right.
see those nerds sweat.
I just think like your NFL aspirations in reality have to like come to a head at some point. I mean, I think we talked about it on our show. You're eventually, or one of the previous shows, you're eventually going to get fired at the NFL. Like the odds of you retaining your Notre Dame job for years on end are a lot more likely than it is if you go and coach the Giants and, Jackson Dart has 2 bad seasons and you're done.
Yeah, especially if all you have to do is, beat 2 service academies. You don't even have to play USC annually anymore. So,
dude, especially with the new rule, like if you're like just schedule Alabama, A&M, Tech. I don't know any other vowels we can think of throwing behind that. Like Little Sisters of the Poor. I mean, why schedule anyone at this point if you're Notre Dame?
Yeah, well, I feel like too many groups are starting to think that way, and then it might evolve into why play anyone else? Why risk losing to Miami in the playoffs when we could just have our own playoffs with blackjack and hookers? So that, who knows? This is one that you added in. Another Louisville alum finds their way onto the coaching staff to the East.
This one hit me in the heart. Seeing Colby Smith go, yeah, man. Seeing Colby go and being blue and white is, man, that's really going to be a kick in the balls, to put it lightly, whenever the first week happens.
And updates. Oh, you had college football playoffs. So I'm going to put this in the pre-show because it's probably not going to be a popular take. I'm not watching. I've broken down.
That's insane.
I'm tired of the rigged game.
Well, give me these, Keith. You have the 4 games. You have Oregon, Tech. Who do you got there? I want to hear just quick, just one minute.
Tech.
Yeah, see, I'm going Tech as well. Alabama, Indiana.
IU.
Yeah, me too. Ole Miss, Georgia. I'm going UGA.
That's a tricky one. I think Ole Miss is playing with some piss and vinegar. They might be able to sneak one out. Right,
and Miami, Ohio State. Call me crazy. I'm riding with the conference.
Look, it's possible.
ACC has been the best conference all year.
Miami embraced the coastal chaos. Let's make it happen. But apparently we can't win a non-con game if it's not against an SEC team. I'm going to go Ohio State.
Yeah.
And my Heisman winner, Julian Sayin.
Yeah, I feel I'm happy for my dad, who is a Raiders fan, who it looks like he's getting Fernando. So gonna keep rooting for you.
So what I've been watching instead of the playoffs, I was watching the People's National Championship, the Pop-Tart Bowl. Phenomenal game between 2 great teams with a thrilling
Before we
ending.
get to the game, can we talk about the trophy? I think you tweeted about it, Keith, before they were at the podium putting the Pop-Tarts in the trophy, and the
trophy
are we even surprised
again?
Yeah, are we surprised Key even acted like that? Like he was like, "This is stupid. What am I doing?"
Well, it was Key and Satake both at the pregame, just like batting the side of it, like, "Come on, no, work." And I'm like, that's how they handle all technology.
Commissioners walking up like, "You're gonna break it. No, you're gonna break it."
So the most outrageous thing from this game didn't even happen between the whistles, though. We need an APB out. I want a full-blown manhunt. Slam and Strawberry chickened out and jumped out of the toaster during the post-game ceremony. So only 2 Pop-Tarts got to descend into Pop-Tart heaven of the toaster to be just freaking devoured by BYU, by the way.
That's what I was about to say. Their head coach, I mean, I don't think I've seen a human eat a Pop-Tart that quick. Like
that
people like Fast Banana, but like that's insane. That's insane.
That man deleted that Pop-Tart. But Slam and Strawberry jumps off, makes a run for it, and they still haven't found him. I wanted to quote I think it's Goodfellas. "I want him dead. I want his family dead."
How I mean, like I didn't see that clip of Strawberry running off, but did a player or anybody tackle them to the ground? That would have been hilarious if somebody would have ran after Strawberry and been like, "No,
So
get your ass in there."
So like the whole team was gathered in a big old huddle in front of the toaster.
Right.
He
I
jumps
saw that part.
off of the back of the toaster.
Oh wow, did not see
Now,
that. That's
now
funny.
they had a pad, like it was obviously scripted, but I'm playing into the bit. Screw that. Screw those Pop Tarts. Screw you, Slam and Strawberry. It is every Pop Tart's dream to be toasted and eaten, and you just want to run off, defy destiny? No.
Oh my gosh, yeah, what a ball! That's one of the like if you're not gonna make it to the playoffs for me, I am Pop Tart, mayo, or pinstripe. That's where I'm. That's where I'm at in life. And my dad and I were texting about the Pinstripe Bowl, and we were like, "Could you imagine how miserable that would be right now to be at that game?" Which it was freezing cold. It just looked just. Oh, I think the wind chill was just terrible. So they're doing a bad job reading comments.
Apparently, we're doing a
All
bad
right,
job. We're in the pregame show. Come on now. So
it's been like 6
let's.
comments. What do you want me to do?
All right. So let's go ahead. Let's get this show started. So 3, 2. Hello and welcome to From the Pink Seats podcast, the internet's first and only podcast dedicated exclusively to covering the University of Louisville football program here on the State of Louisville Podcast Network. If you're not already, be sure to head on over youtube.com/stateoflou. Hop on over there, hit that subscribe button. You've got us from the Pink Seats podcast. You've got Starting 502 coming up right after we wrap up for a pregame and a live post-game show, wrapping up the basketball game tonight. They're on the West Coast playing Cal or Stanford, one of the two teams. I don't know, but
No idea, Keith.
they'll be doing that. But we aren't here to talk about that. We are here to recap the Boca Raton Bowl of Beans, where we got to roll that beautiful bean footage and come away with a W. Vince, thrilled as always to have you here in the beautiful, luxurious, lavish Kearns Corner digital studio. How are you doing, my friend?
I am doing swell. The beans have fully passed. The Jacob and I just stuffing our faces with cold beans. I'm glad that's over with. The things you do for content, man. Yeah, we're good. All is well now that the bowl game's over. I saw people. We were discussing the Penny Boom Bowl, but Miami and Ohio State really have a bigger bowl with the Tate Martell Bowl. So they kind of have us beat on that one.
Shout out to Sean and the Pink Seats party deck already letting us know they're playing Cal. So I had a 50% chance. I decided to list both of them. So there you go. So we're talking about they're about to play a blue and gold team. We're about to talk about them playing a blue and gold team. So let's go ahead and dive right into it before we dive into the game notes segment. Just the vibes at main event. If you weren't able to tune in with us from the Pink Seats, State of Louisville watch party happened at main event. I had a blast. It was a really fun place to be, really fun time. Took phenomenal care of us. And vibes were fantastic. We had cans of beans open. Like you mentioned, you and Jacob chowing down, going to town. I was smashing wings and mozzarella bricks on street.
Yep.
It was great.
Mozzarella bricks are fire. I mean, the next one we'll do one for basketball. I think we'll probably do a Duke game, away game of some sort. I'm not sure. Jacob will have more details on that in coming dates. But if you're a parent, I mean, this is the perfect time to come. If you're a parent fan of our network, this is the perfect time to come and hang out with us because, I mean, we have game cards galore, or we had game cards galore. I'm not sure what else we'll be having the next recording. But, I mean, drop your kid off, let them go run around, and we can sit over here and we can enjoy the game. So, I mean, it was the perfect vibe, perfect venue, off in that secluded area, closed-in area. Food's amazing. Hostess was amazing. Vibes were definitely high. Vibes were high for me going into the Toledo game. Now that we're on that topic too. I mean, I was feeling pretty good. I felt, with Isaac announcing he's going to be playing in the game after we recorded the show, and real nice of him to do that. Miller, with his history in bowl games against us, I was just, vibes for me were pretty high. Going into the game. How about yourself, Keith? Where were you at?
It was a weird spot. I was, excited to possibly see some youth going into the game. Just it was a weird situation because you never want to put too much stock into a bowl game, but it seemed like we had a lot of our roster that was showing up to play. You would think that this team and how the coach has run them over the course of the year would be a team that came out and would show up for the game. And yeah, that's about where the good vibes ended after the ball was kicked. It was a sloppy game.
It was literally the summary of our season, Keith. Let's not sit here and act like it wasn't, man. Like it was our season wrapped in a bow. It was like the perfect cherry on top of what this season was for our football team.
It was ridiculous. It was good script, and then we completely run out of things.
Exactly.
Like
Go even down to the very end. I know this is a little further down in our show notes, but like we fumbled the kneel down.
which
Like if that doesn't just encapsulate our season,
finding ways to try and snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. Which also,
I mean, you and I looked at each other on that play. We were like, I've never seen the nose tackle actually get it on the swipe. I've never. I know
that
coaches
for
are
years.
exactly. D linemen are taught that, and people have tried it for years, never seen it happen. Almost like a hole in one in golf. So that's where our brains went. And then of course we look closer and it's like, oh, he fumbled the snap.
Yeah. Which of course I told you all as we were going to that. I don't think we're safe yet. We'll probably fumble the fucking snap going into victory formation. Just the steaming turd of a cherry dropped right on the mediocre Sunday of the season. So
Yeah.
it was.
Even special teams, man, it was a rough game. Did we have 2 blocked kicks? We had
blocked PAT,
and then we had the one where
field goal.
Coop and them got messed up on that one.
That was the PAT.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
it was rough, man, from start to finish. They had high moments for sure. Miller, there were times in the first half where I was like, wow, he hasn't stepped up in the pocket like this or delivered a ball like this, all season. But at the same time, you saw the bad of him, holding onto the ball a little bit too long, not looking comfortable in the pocket. The offensive line didn't seem to get much push, it felt like, throughout the game we were watching.
Hardly any.
We hit on some big runs. Kiwan at the start of the game, and then Isaac towards the end and everything. It just felt kind of flat.
It was a slog. Well, the first half especially was just a slog. Where
it finished 7-3 in the first half. Is that what the score was going into the third?
Yeah, and it wasn't good defense, which is the frustrating thing.
Exactly.
Like, it was a true freshman quarterback being a true freshman quarterback on Toledo's side. So
we couldn't tackle to save our lives.
Dude, that kid's good,
him.
man. And if you'd have tuned in, you'd have known that kid could scoot. He's a weapon.
Exactly. I didn't expect it to be at the hands of our bad tackling, though. His explosive running plays. I expected it to be more like burst going, like a 2nd and 10, and it's like, oh, he runs really quick, he gets the first down and gets out of bounds. I didn't expect it to be he's stopping in the middle of the play, our guy shooting past him, or he's doing a spin move off our guy and going for an extra 10. I'm like, what is going on here?
Tackling was very bad in that game. Like,
yeah.
The defense was tackling like a group that was treating this like a vacation rather than a business trip. So just frustrating game all around. And then a chaotic second half where it seemed like no one could buy a stop. People were begging the other team to take the ball. We had another frustrating performance from Miller Moss where he had a couple of good throws, but they weren't amazing throws. Ends up with 24 attempts for 153 yards. 2 touchdowns, no turnovers. I'll take it. It isn't a turnover on the stat sheet for him, but we had that design double pass play where he underthrows a ball to, I believe it was it Meeks or Hughes?
I think it was
One of
beef.
those two. And
But
then,
regardless, that's on the receiver too.
oh, I
The hell are you
agree.
doing? It's on both of those guys. I have one. You're right for sure on it being on Miller, but the receiver as well. In that
Oh, and they showed
situation,
no
don't.
effort.
Yeah, zero effort. Don't try and fumble around with the football. Just fall on it. I mean, Cam Newton in the Super Bowl is the biggest example of that. Like the separation of inches and like what can change a football game. You just never know.
So, a frustrating game there. So, frustrating defense in the second half, frustrating quarterback performance, running backs, despite frustrating offensive line play. Keywan ran for 15 carries, ran for 112. Isaac, 10 carries for 100 plus because he had the big 50 plus yard pop late in the game. Uh, just,
It didn't
just a
feel like we those are both two. You might look at the stat sheet and say, "Oh, dude, they had 200 plus yard rushers. They must have dominated the line of scrimmage." It didn't feel like throughout the game like we were dominating the line of scrimmage. You know, Keith, like those were big pop, big hitting run plays that yes was set up with good blocking and the running back making it good. Most of the time, it was a backside cut on the play, but at the same time, like there was no like drive of 6, 5, 6, 4, like those hammering drives of just like, oh wow, we are imposing our will on Toledo right now. Like we
yeah,
don't even need, you could put you and I back there at quarterback and it didn't matter. We're just hammering the rock that much.
yeah. The closest was probably our first drive of the second half, coming off a missed field goal,
Yeah.
where 9 plays, 77 yards. There wasn't ever that drive though where we just leaned on them and it's like, oh yeah, we are a P4 team. They are not. Let's relish in this advantage. And man, it was not a celebration of the season like so many bowl games are, where you get to go and watch your team play one last time. And even if they lose, if they look good and play well, you can appreciate the team for what they are. Like, this is the least satisfied I have felt with a 9-4 team. Like,
It felt like a, woof,
ridiculous
thank
to
God we got
say.
out of that one.
Well, it
You know,
seems like almost every win this year was, oh, thank God we got out of that. Like, there was no hell yeah game except for Miami, and even then, we
Miami.
damn near spit the bit on that one at the end.
Yeah.
So just frustrating. And I'm sure we'll have full episodes dedicated to more of season long post mortems, but just like initial reaction, man, like I hate, I feel spoiled because we went 9-4, but this was not a satisfying 9-4, especially going 2-3 against Power Four opponents at home. Like,
9-4 would look a lot different if Deuce would have started the whole year.
right?
Like we'd be sitting here saying, "Man, we went 9-4 with a redshirt freshman quarterback. Look at what we were able to do, and look at what we can build upon for next year." Now we're sitting here, Deuce is in the portal. We're shopping for another transfer portal quarterback, and we're like, was it really that great of a year? I mean, we had playoff expectations with how this quarterback was touted coming in. I mean, he was the number one portal quarterback grab on damn near everybody's big board last year.
It was weird. And I want to really hold on to this energy because we'll talk about this a little bit more. Let's go ahead. Let's finish up the Toledo game first, and then we can talk about where we are, how we
The
got here,
hecticness.
what's going on. So let me go ahead and get things set up. And well, for one last time this year, it's wild.
Wow.
It's the last Vince's game notes of the season. So let's go ahead, get this bad boy queued up, and let's roll.
Yeah, the last one of the year. So we're starting off obviously with. I mean, they came out of the gate just swinging. We're seeing both of these offensive linemen right here pull around the side, and they're leaving that end man on the line of scrimmage for Skinner to block. And we did a great job right here. Hit the next clip for me, Keith. We did a great job blocking down. You see both of those all three of those offensive linemen, I believe, are blocking down. Heads are across outside the tackle, but his arms are across. He's just going to end up pushing the hip at that point. And yeah, we're giving a clear running lane for Keywan. Hit the next one, you'll be able to see his vision. I mean, look at where Kiwan is seeing to cut that off. Skinner can not technically not. There's no wrong here for him when it comes to the blocking. You know what I mean, Keith? Because the running back can make you right on either one. You just got to sell out on which one you choose, which shoulder you decide to go and pop right there. And Skinner deciding to wash it down gave Kiwan a clear running lane to hit right here. Let's see if this video gets rolling.
Flashbang.
Here we go.
All right. Well, let's see if it'll loop.
Back.
Yep. We'll let it roll again.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Bop. Come on. Okay, it's going to make me click the play button. I was trying to avoid that.
Oh, I'm going to try and pull it back. There.
The buffering. Okay, so give it a little pause just to let it set up, and you can see where he's going to cut and go.
Exactly. You can see the O-line did a great job right here. And he slides through the gap just absolutely perfect.
Yep, gets small, turns what...
Blocking downfield.
It turns what should have been a gain of maybe 2 or 3 into a 20, 30-yard gain.
Yep. So this is one of my favorite play concepts of all time. I mean, it's, the classic high school Harry where offense or tight end's going to come out here, flash his hands to the corner, and, I mean, you're getting a post on the outside from that single receiver right there. What I love him doing, though, is, he's not being a robot. He's not just running, I'm going to run my post, boom, 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 15 yards, boom, I'm going to make my cut. And no. He's being a ball player. He's going to actually round this off a little bit and give Miller his chest so Miller can step up and deliver a football to him and make a touchdown play out of it. Miller step up. I mean, that's a pretty damn good ball from Miller Moss right there. I mean, as much crap as we give him on the year, you got to compliment the kid when he does make a good throw.
Well, it's the ball that we said that we liked from him over the course of the year. It's that step-up stripe between the hashes.
Yep.
Which...
I mean, it's just a pretty ball. Great. Look at the receiver, though, man. Like, he didn't... Yeah. Let's not take it high right here. Let me, cut it off right in front of these safeties' faces and kind of post up so I can... almost like an entry pass in basketball.
Nick. Easy enough. Just get in front of the defender so they can't get to it, and then Trayshawn goes up and makes a play.
Exactly.
We finally get it loaded full.
This is the best
There
one.
We go.
This is the best one.
Yeah. There we go.
Video. You got to love it. So the other things I love are, a disguised defense. I love when linebackers are mugged up right here, giving the offensive line a different look. Now, notice this formation right here. We're in a 2-by-2 set initially. This is pre-snap, pre-motion. So next clip, Keith, you'll be able to see right here at this moment, whenever the ball is snapped and the guy gets across, it becomes a 3-by-1 set. So rules are changing, and that means guys have to get moving. That's why you see TJ Quinn bail out of there so early. You see, I believe it's Stanquan get out of there early. They're getting out early so they can get their heads in the right spot and get to proper depth. TJ right here knows that I just need to get to depth, and we can all rally up to this play. So, I mean, just a great job from the defense. Clev Lubin right here on a relentless effort gets the sack.
Yeah, I friggin' love this play from Clev, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this bad boy sit for just a little bit so it'll actually run appropriately when we do it.
I think you're getting the hang of it.
Yeah, and now what I want to see, if watch Clev on the backside of this rush, because tackle, I believe, it's either a tackle or guard tries to peel off and thinks they're going to get like a sweet little blow-up block on Clev, and Clev just takes it to the kid and runs through his chest in pursuit. Dang it, we tried.
He just takes this like inside arm and just chucks him. Look at that. Takes that left arm, gets it up under the armpit, Keith, and if you get... you're playing offensive line. If you get off your balance like that and the guy gets underneath your armpit, you're going. Like, there's no stopping that.
Yeah, so just out the club. And then runs up, pursues, makes the strip sack.
Yeah, this is right here. The next one is probably some of the best quarterbacking we've seen from Moss this season. Now, obviously, recency bias will tell you, probably tell you different. There's probably some better plays, but I love the fact that he steps up in the pocket right here. Previous weeks, we have definitely seen him get sacked off of something like this. Oh,
The slideshow is not cooperating with me. Yeah.
just let it run through and then play it back. Yeah, there you go.
We're not even getting playback now. My God.
It'll play. See Moss just step up, right? I mean, that is basically a drill he's doing every day at practice. And to be able to see the drill work correlate to what he's doing on the football field is encouraging. Right here, just bad, man. I mean, you're taught block down, throw your head across. I mean, you just can't get beat inside, man. This is just bad footballing right here. Hit the next one, Keith. I don't even know if I. You're getting heckled.
I see that. It's like, I'm not the one who cut the video. Come on, give me a break. I'm doing what I can.
I blame Restream, not the video.
Yep. I mean, what am I supposed to do with that? It played for 4 seconds before the frame jumped.
Just let it play. Don't let it click. Just let it play. We'll let it run all the way through, and then we'll come back. Yeah, I keep hearing your mouse click. Stop clicking your mouse. Is that to go back? Go back. Now go back. Arrow.
I can't move my hands.
Go back with the arrow.
All right. There we go. We're making it work.
Piss poor tackling.
Dude.
Just straight arm tackling. I mean, this is what we were talking about a couple minutes ago, Keith. It's like I didn't expect him to be a run all over the place and juke everybody out type of guy like this.
The thing is, like, he's not even putting on.
I mean, what is that?
Like, he's not doing anything too crazy to like make guys miss. We're just half-assed effort in the attempts to tackle.
Yeah, this is
my God, this play
effort right here.
That play really chapped my ass.
I mean, one from Miller, step up, deliver a strike, and 2 wide receiver. This is
just unacceptable. Looks like we lost Vince, so that could explain a little bit of the difficulties going on with the video. So I'm just going to go through. I don't even have his notes on hand, so we're just going to roll through as it is. Let's see if we can get this play to go one more time. It looks like it's a designed double pass. Miller, backwards pass, dropped, then half-assed effort to try and scoop. No desperation, and Toledo just gets an easy recovery. It's maddening. So let's see which play Vince was looking at here. I'm going to let it cycle through. Looks like we get smoked on a draw. Love to see it. So come on, Vince. You know what? I'm choosing to blame the basketball show. They are intentionally sabotaging us so that they can start to prioritize their show and make those guys look better and to look all fancy. Well, I'm not going to allow it, damn it. We're talking football. So come on, give me one more time. I'm guessing based off of just the little bits of the clip I was able to see that first run, this is another display of piss poor tackling, Vince?
Yes, likely. Let's just go ahead and we can scrap the Toledo talk and we can just move on to what all is going on with the world today of Louisville football since it's buffering too much. I think it just kicked me out. The video did.
It did kick you out for a little while. So, yeah, Toledo game was frustrating. The only other thing I had, and you didn't even have the video in the notes, the fucking Hail Mary attempt, man.
Well, you saw how hard it was to get the video. I definitely was. I saw the Hail Mary attempt. It was absolutely awful.
Yeah,
absolutely awful.
like I've never seen a Hail Mary thrown from midfield come up 15 yards short and out of
Right.
bounds.
Right.
Like,
One guy I'll give a shout out to because I mentioned him a lot in my notes was Julius Skinner. I was talking about his blocking previously on a play. I thought his blocking this game was exceptional. There were a couple plays that got sprung because of his blocking. Miller definitely up and down. Man, overall in my notes, you would have seen a lot of piss poor tackling, a lot of
yeah,
bad effort on the defensive side, some bad effort on the offensive side. A 4th and 11 play for me where Caleb Perry has a guy again run straight past him, something we've been looking at all year, a weak hands on that he just didn't get on a guy. What else? Second on that same play where Caleb Perry had the guy run right past him. That was the one on the where they got to like the 5 yard line and ended up pushing it in. And it's like where's the effort on that? You know, Keith, that was one of the ones that really rubbed me wrong. And I'm sitting here like, if guys knew the slightest bit of wrestling or jujitsu, the takedown right here would be so easy. Just do a nice little. But overall, that's where I'm at with Toledo. Sorry the video didn't work today, guys. But
you know what? We adapt
what
and
it
we
is.
overcome adversity. That's what you do.
Yep.
So, news and notes. You want to start with just transfer portal, or do you want to start with the topics du jour? You know what? I was going to say
ahead.
let's start with the topics of the day, just because basketball's going to want to get in here. So we're on a little bit of a fixed time frame.
Yep.
So, from the Pink Seeds podcast, brought to you by our friends over at Kern's Corner. And now we're going to be breaking down just the whirlwind, the drama, the telenovela level of soap opera of drama that occurred today. The day starts with, before anything else, get just heartbreaking news. Carter Gilliam hitting the transfer portal, as well as Deuce Adams, which not necessarily unexpected, but still disappointing.
I was very surprised Carter jumped in the portal. I was not as surprised when Deuce got in the portal. I mean, Keith, you saw it all year. Jeff should have played him at some point throughout the year a little bit more just to give the kid a little bit of an opportunity to get better on the playing field. Not just, I mean, there's practice and game are two completely different things, man.
Yeah.
And we saw it in the SMU game where we just looked like a completely different. It was like, here's the Deuce playbook and here's the Miller Moss playbook. It's like, why is anything different? They should be able to run the same exact playbook.
You would think, but it was frustrating, and it seemed like just an inability to gain any sort of trust in Deuce Adams led to the sort of separation, because the talent is undeniable. You watch that kid and you see, oh, this kid's got the best arm strength on the team. This kid, probably the most mobile quarterback we have. This kid just can make some of those wow throws downfield like we saw on that sideline route to Chris Bell. So, and like we saw that so many times at the open practices as well when he got onto the field. Like, like how some players who don't get a lot of in-game playing time, they announce the transfer portal and they get given some practice tape and it's like 30 seconds long and it's Deuce Adams' dad posts his and it's like 2.5, 3 minutes of him just slinging dots all over the place. So I am really excited to see where he ends up and what he can do. Because if it was simply a matter of learning the playbook as been speculated, put him in a simpler offense that's easier to run and one where you can actually maximize his mobility as a weapon. That kid's going to be a stud, man. He's going
to stay out of the ACC. I do not want to have the
don't
Deuce
go
Adams bites us in the ass again. Like if he goes to Florida State or something like that, man.
Don't go 45 minutes east either, please. My heart can't take it.
Yeah, I need somebody to have some loyalty, like somebody in my life.
So, all well wishes there. Just would have loved to see that development come to fruition because I still believe in my heart of hearts that kid could be special. But on to the bigger news of the day. Ron English, and I'm going to use my wording carefully. I'm going to match what was in the report. Not expected back as the defensive coordinator Now, in this, it says for 2026. I would say it probably goes beyond that, just because you don't take a year sabbatical from a P4 job and expect to just come back like nothing happened.
Yeah.
And Mark Hagan also gone as well for next year. So a little bit of a bomb to drop a week before the transfer portal opens. So, Vince, what was your initial reaction on seeing it?
Initially, a lot like everybody else, like what the hell is going on? Why is Coach English not coming back? And then it come to find out it's because his son is in his senior year at what Air Force, Keith?
Naval Academy, which
Naval.
that's what we're being told. I don't necessarily know how much I buy into it, but it's what we're
Hey,
told. So,
yep, I'm going off what I'm told, and I mean, I'm fine with that if that's what it. Hey, look, man, it's a way better separation this year of him just walking out on his own accords than it was. People last year were clamoring for this man to get fired, and he saved the whole season. So at this point, I'm ready to, give
like,
Coach English a firm handshake, tell him thank you, and be like, if you want to come back, I mean, we can have a linebacker spot or some safety spot or like we'll have a spot somewhere for you, but the show goes on, Keith. Like, I mean,
exactly.
there will be Louisville football long. There was Louisville football long before us. There was Louisville football while we were in school, and it'll be here long after we're put in the dirt. So, I mean, Coach English is no exception to that. Whether he wants to sit out next year or not, there will be a new D coordinator.
Yeah. So, well, I don't necessarily know if it's him wanting to miss next year or not, but he's just really enthusiastic to watch his kid at Navy. So,
Now, look, if we get rid, if Mark Ivy somehow, some way leaves this program, I'm going to riot. I'm going to riot. I might run to Floyd Street.
St. Matthew's PD, just close your ears for a second. Let Vince be emotional.
Yeah, good one, Keith, because I know I'm in J Town. Way to set him off my trail.
So, just odd. It seemed like a fascinating move to make. Now, I'm not necessarily heartbroken by it because I've said it multiple times. I don't feel like there was anything too schematically overwhelming that we drew up with him at the helm. It seemed like pretty simple defenses, and it was more operated by the guys who were actually running it and making the plays. If anything, there were some calls and some situations that I thought was a little perplexing. Like, oh yeah, we're going to run too high or like Tampa 2 on 3rd and 15, and we're going to get gashed down the sideline or we're going to get gashed to the post. We had Caleb Perry, and not to just sandbag individual players, we've had players in bad assignments over and over and over throughout the course of the season. And while the defense as a whole was able to rally up and win us a lot of games, it wasn't overwhelmingly due to schematics. And I think anyone who can acquire talent and put players out there, maybe not anyone, but there are a lot of individuals who could do a similar job, and certainly more scheming defensive minds out there.
There's not very. I doubt you have a name or anything that you want to see. I'm sure you do. I don't. But what do you want to see at a D coordinator? The next guy that comes in and we hire, like I want to see a lot like Todd Grantham, where it is pressure, pressure. Yes, I want to I want him to be as emotional as I am. I mean, I just love high energy, and Coach English was pretty high energy on the sidelines too. Chest bumping, dabbing his guys up, things like that. But I just that defense that I was around in 16 reflected Coach Grantham's mentality just so much, and I want a mean, nasty defense that wants to go out there and, quite frankly, just mess you up. I was thinking of a different word, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. A defense that preaches physicality. Obviously, being able to recruit and retain talent's got to be near the top of the list just because we're not always going to be the highest bidder. I would say we're probably pretty often not going to be the highest bidder. You got to be able to have a pitch that you can get guys to want to play for you.
Which, now that I think about it, Oklahoma State's getting a new coaching staff this year. Todd Grantham was at Oklahoma State.
Todd Grantham, he actually just got announced to have taken a job right before we went live. It's going to bug me. So because I saw Todd Grantham hired as I was reading the tweets.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh my God, we did the meme, didn't we? So he is UAB defensive coordinator, and Vince, I think, just daddy smacked his camera. So I will go on.
My headphones are falling out.
Oh my God. So Grantham is officially off the market. He's a UAB Blazer. I don't have anyone particularly in mind off the top of my head. I know Pondexter is a popular name who was a co-defensive coordinator at Penn State, and I believe he was the defensive play caller for their bowl game where they shut down Clemson. A popular name that's been swirling around in local scenes, and Vince, this would eat you up, but wouldn't it be funny if someone who tormented this program for 5 of the last 7 years, recently unemployed, known for always having a good, tough defense, his players played with a little bit of that nasty edge. Wouldn't it be funny? Louisville defensive coordinator Mark Stoops.
No. I mean, there's just certain people that you hate. You hate using the H word of hate. And I say that because I know he feels the same way about us. Like he definitely hates Louisville.
I don't know. After the way he was so unceremoniously dumped by Kentucky, maybe
here, let me get back in here so I can get my video going.
Maybe after the way he was so unceremoniously dumped by Kentucky, maybe he has a little bit of that hate for those folks over there in Lexington as well. So who knows? I highly, highly doubt that is going to be anyone we realistically, seriously target. But it was a funny name that was out there and had been mentioned. There were people... Man, there was a certain writer who listed Charlie Strong as a potential candidate. And in the year 2025, we are less than 2 days away from 2026. I don't know who needs to hear this, but especially now, in a time where NIL is more important than ever, Charlie Strong is not going to be back in the full
what did I walk
University
into?
Of position.
I mean, last I heard you were talking about lights, and I was fully prepared to walk in and say, the only light that Stoops was seeing is coming from the bald spot on his head, reflecting off of the Jeff Ruby. Yeah.
What about the reflection off of the Kroger Private Select hummus?
Hey, I can get down with some Kroger hummus now.
See, you already got something in common with Stoops. We're not too far apart. The little things we can find common.
Yeah, definitely not our swollen fingers.
We got Easy Mac already saying like it's not the worst idea in the world. It's just something I don't know if
you know why it's the worst thing in the world. It's because, gosh dang it, I want some loyalty in this world, man. And I'm not talking about relationship loyalty. I have that. I'm talking about Kentucky and Louisville loyalty. I want some. I mean, where did it go, man? Where did the burning gut hatred for Kentucky go? I could never. I just don't get it. If you tell Colby Smith in 2016 that he's going to be coaching for the University of Kentucky in 10 years, he might slap me. That's just it. I can't fathom it. How guys can just throw their loyalty away to their alma mater, and it's just it. I don't get it, Keith. I don't get it. I don't care how much dollars. There's got to be some loyalty. You have to hate Kentucky. A Trinity guy's never going to go work at St. X. That's never going to happen.
So hold on. I've got a.
Did in the words, Urban Meyer, Dave Portnoy mentioned to Urban Meyer on Wake Up Barstool the other day. He's trying to rib him because they were on Big Noon Kickoff all year, so they're buddies now. He's like, oh, coach, special assistant, that's your boy. You set him up at Utah, special assistant to the head coach. And Urban Meyer's like, no. Why would that's what I want, man? No, I don't give a shit at how much dollars. If he's my buddy, if we were freaking twins in the womb, I don't care.
In the words of Aaron Tippin, you've got to stand for something or you'll fall for anything.
Yeah, right. Gosh darn it. Yeah.
I love how he didn't well, you got to tell that to a lot of the University of Kentucky staff, apparently, because it seems like there's a common trend among most of them.
Like I mean, what do you do with all your stuff? Like you're in the if you do that, you should definitely be taken out of the L club. You shouldn't be allowed. Should be taken out.
Dang. Dang. Vince is calling for people's L Club memberships.
Yeah, I don't want to see you at a golf scramble where it's all the L Club members getting together, and here walks in Kentucky coach X, Y, and Z with their black polo on because they can't wear red, and they sure as hell don't want to wear blue, but they want to say like no, no, no.
I love it. I love it. So I know you were having a little bit of technical issues before we transfer off of D coordinator and D line coach. Anyone specific that you had in mind that we didn't think of yet?
D coordinator wise, just not BVG, and I should be happy.
Man, and come on, if you want to hop in with some suggestions, please do so. Hop into the Pink Seats party deck, throw them in during the live show, or if you're watching the recording of this, hop into the comments, drop some suggestions. I don't have control over the whole account, so you may get blocked if you suggest options like Clint Hurt, Coach G, Coach Strong, Coach Grantham, like any sort of Louisville retread is not going to be met with the utmost enthusiasm. At least right. I'm assuming.
Do you want somebody with previous Louisville ties, or would you rather us just go out and get a fresh face? Do you want him to retain people on staff, or do you want because I want him to retain corners. I want him to retain Mark Ivy. I want those two positions retained.
Yeah, I would love to retain, and I'm in a weird spot where I don't necessarily care whether we bring in a guy with Louisville ties or not. However, it would bring me some measure of comfort if we were actually able to step outside of someone who has a relationship with Louisville or someone who coached with Jeff at Purdue. Like, can you go out and get a guy you have not worked with in the past? Like, especially if we're going to start making some moves, trying to take the next step up to being a big boy program. A lot of these people haven't been successful or haven't had the chance to be successful at big boy programs. Like, go make a big boy hire. Now, with this being so close to the transfer portal opening, I assume there's somebody in mind already. And ideally, I would like to have this wrapped up before the end of the week, because while NIL and playing time are probably going to be the two biggest pitches, you at least have to think a little bit. You'd like to know who you're going to be playing for.
Yeah, so it's going to be moving quick. That's the perfect segue, though, Keith, into Pink Seats transfer.
Yeah.
Guys that are going out so far, maybe. Micah Carter.
Yeah, that was another bit of news we saw. I believe that popped up, yesterday?
Big Dog said, "Not so fast, my friend. Not so fast."
Hey, we're going down kicking and screaming. Like, you're going to have to walk away. So massage that relationship, do what you have to do, because Micah Carter is a kid who he was starting to get reps this year. Like, when there were injuries or time in the rotation needed to be had, like, Carter stepped out, and like the potential's there, especially when another edge rusher, AJ Green, decided to go out and hit the portal, which that's one that sucks, because like he was going to be a big piece. And now none of this is final, so theoretically we could come back with a more compelling plea. Mm-hmm. Definitely not just a bigger offer, a more compelling plea to get people to potentially dive into the portal, maybe as a negotiating tactic, and then we give them a better offer. They can come back. We saw that with a couple of guys last year. Shoot, Keywan Brown. He hit the portal, committed to Boise State. Then before he signed anything, jumped back out and came back to us. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed on a few of these guys that
AJ, if you're listening, Keith will take you on any steak dinner you want.
Oh, I get to be the one once a month. Okay. Maybe look, there aren't many players I would make that offer for. This next one's probably one just because he seems like a hilarious dude. Carter Gilliam. We mentioned it earlier in the show that, like, I had him penciled in as a potential starter next season.
I did as well. I thought he was going to be a dude.
This sucks. And I really, really hope that he's another guy we can go out and get back out of the portal. Because, yes, he's a little undersized, like height-wise. Like, normally, you know, college O-lineman, you want him like 6'2" to like 6'8". I almost said the thing to make the 12-year-old audience pop. And I'm guessing Carter Gilliam is 5'10" on a good day. He's not the tallest, but that dude's an interior offensive lineman. And yes, height matters. At the level of football Louisville's playing, you can overcome that.
Yeah.
And plus with his wrestling background, like he's been able to use his leverage and maneuver so well. He's a kid who realistically probably could have seen meaningful playing time this year, but had a red shirt to burn. And then he just plays with that nastiness, man. Like,
that's what I'm going to miss the most, Keith, is definitely the nasty. Yeah. That's what you want in an interior guy, just nasty. Hip toss a dude and just fall right on top of him.
Every O-line needs a Richie Incognito, and Carter was definitely that guy, at least on the field for us. Like, dude played like a little shit, and I loved it.
He definitely was not like Richie off the field. He is not.
At least I hope.
He is not.
Another one that happened today, and this is one I'm pessimistic on our chances to bring him back because I think this kid's ready to get reps. Deuce Adams. Like we talked about this one a little bit earlier in the episode, but this one sucks, man, because like everyone on this show was rooting for him. We all had a chance to go out to the open practices to check him out. We got to see that arm talent in person, and for whatever reason, for him not to get the chance to get playing time this year, and for it looks like he's wasn't expected to come in and be the starter next year, judging by who our early rumored targets are in the transfer portal, which we'll talk about here in a sec. It sucks that he's going elsewhere, and I don't know if we're going to be able to get him back because this is a kid who I think is going to have an opportunity somewhere. I don't know if it'll be
for the sake of time.
But
I'll let you keep going. Go ahead. Yeah, I agree. Sake of time, you go ahead. We got the basketball guys getting ready to come in. So
okay, what is it? 8 o'clock or 8:15 that they're hopping in?
7:50. Oh, it's at 8:15, I think.
Okay, so we got 15 minutes. So a couple of other ones. Sean Boykins, who quickly became a fan favorite just because a local kid, big performance against Kentucky. This one seems pretty black and white. The kid, now there was rumors that he wanted to go back to playing wide receiver. I don't know if that was going to happen here. And also, the kid got very limited playing time as he was, 6th on our running back depth chart this year. And the kid demonstrated, like, he can go out and make plays. He made some plays against SMU, had a hell of a day against Kentucky. Like, we just didn't have the playing time available to offer. So that's...
Could see him not dropping down to lower level, but maybe Western Kentucky.
Yeah, like a G6 like program.
That. Yeah, and just
really get some playing time.
Getting right back up to P5.
Yeah.
So now one that definitely hurt you, Keith. Grant Hauser.
It sucks, man, because the tight end room was already pretty full as it was. He comes in and he gets hurt almost immediately. Like, he's a kid, prototypical build. Like, I was really looking forward to him being a big physical guy, a tight end that could actually block. It sucks that injuries derailed his freshman year and didn't really give him an opportunity, but it also could be a situation where he's seeing how tight ends are utilized and wanted to go pursue other opportunities. Similarly,
Nate Kariski, another one.
Well, he's also a situation where he was at Louisville 4 years. He very well could have graduated, finished his degree, and he can play ball, but he likely wants to pursue something beyond football, go to a graduate program, like we saw with Jared Dawson going to Notre Dame for a year after graduating from Louisville. I could see Kariski doing that, finding another program, maybe one that's more friendly to tight ends too, where he can also pursue an additional career. It sucks to lose him, but that's a little bit easier to swallow as he was here for 4 years already. So he's leaving Louisville with a Louisville degree, and ideally, that's the goal. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
other portals, Chris Hughes, Bobby Golden out of the receiving room. Golden was kind of surprising, like just because there was a lot of hype around him coming into the season. Thought maybe he'd be a kick returner extraordinaire, and then things just never clicked here, which is kind of disappointing. And then Chris Hughes, it's
just kind of a down year for him.
It was a down year for him, but still overall a success story. I mean, the kid went from being a walk-on to getting a scholarship, and now he's going to be able to hop in the portal, and I think there's going to be programs out there who could – I think the highest that we would realistically expect Hughes to climb here is like wide receiver 3, like as a P4 playoff contending or at least a team that likes to believe they have playoff aspirations. Hughes, if he wants to climb higher on the depth chart, get a bigger piece of the pie, maybe that opportunity is available at another program, maybe even a program that is a P4 team that just runs more of a spread or air raid offense where 3, 4, 5 wide receivers are on the field every single down, whereas we're sometimes we'll go 3, and then maybe 2 or 3 plays a game we'll go quads if we're feeling really freaky. So there's just going to be more opportunities elsewhere. And it's very possible he comes back, and it'd be cool if he did, because that's such a cool story, like walk on to scholarship player. But that them's the way the cookie crumbles.
Who's not walk on to scholarship players? Any of the 3 guys we're about to mention, because these are the 3 guys that are Keith, I can't recall anybody else, or I don't recall anybody else that we are talking to. I haven't seen Louisville's in contact with for anybody, but these are definitely your 3 big ones, and Dylan Raiola, Lagway, and Josh Hoover.
Well, if you'd be so kind, allow me to plug our friends over at the 1912 Society, local Discord server being put together. State of Louisville's active in there. Presley and Jacob been popping up in there a little bit more. We just recently had a new member join in, Mark Ennis of 93.9. He just hopped in. Matt McGavick, very active in there. A bunch of friends and fans of the program in a place where you can hop in, and it's got all your separate boards. So it's like all your favorite internet board sites, but a more instant, fun, casual, conversational atmosphere. And there's some really, really good information in there as well. We got a couple of premium servers, but one of the things that we do have available to all of our members is a transfer portal target tracker. And one thing that we are very adamant about doing, we don't list players unless we have hard confirmation that we're actually going to target them, or we've because you can't make communication because the portal window isn't open yet. So we actively intend to target them. So we'll talk about a few of the guys who are some of the more obvious targets that have been talked about publicly, but there's a few other guys that are in there that are pretty titillating and compelling. I'm going to keep the goods there. But if you want to find it, hop into the 1912 Society Discord. I'll be retweeting a link from the podcast Twitter account here shortly, just so it'll be up.
But the three big names everyone is talking about is Raiola, Lagway, and Hoover. Those are the 3 names that could potentially win you a national title.
Yeah, hold on, just for the sake of the algorithm. Yes, it's really compelling, the fact that Dylan Raiola and DJ Lagway, and of course you can't forget about Josh Hoover, are all interested in the Louisville Cardinals football program.
What about Patrick Mahomes? Just throw that in there too. But I mean, look, Keith, something about Dylan sells me. I just can see him in this offense succeeding.
It's because you watch him
quick release. Yeah, I know. It kind of makes it, it's easy edit for the for the Twitter, I guess.
Adidas athlete.
Any three of those guys though would be, I would think, an upgrade from what we had last year for sure, and definitely could give you the potential to win a national title.
So 123ville card and the Pink Seats Party Deck brings up, is Hoover going to IU? I have not seen anywhere hard confirming that, but there are some rumblings that that could potentially be the move. And I already have my Cope texts ready for if that were to happen. You've got your IU mascot furry fursuit jokes ready to go. If Hoover decides
Keith,
to pick that program.
I don't. I don't want to see what we got into this year where we let Austin Collins walk, who definitely could have helped us on the offensive line. Jabari Johnson walks, who definitely could have helped us at the tight end position this year. And we overpay for a quarterback who's not all he is expected to be. I don't want to sign any three of these guys if it's going to be detrimental to the team as a whole. It's not basketball. I hate to say it like this as we're about to transfer, where we can transfer over to the basketball show where you can get, a John Wall, and John Wall just completely flips your entire program. We can get Dylan Raiola and still not have a fucking offensive line to block for him.
Yeah. So it's a compelling concept. All three of these guys are going to be huge market movers. The youth on Lagway is kind of compelling, but with the raw talent he has, I assume he's trying to get to playing on Sundays as quickly as possible. The thing that makes Dylan Raiola the most compelling is he's an Adidas athlete. So there have been rumblings that potentially if he's going to an Adidas school, they would be able to help ease the financial burden of whatever that program is. Now, obviously, there's some annoying stuff that you're going to have to deal with if you bring in Raiola. Like, the kid obviously idolizes Patrick Mahomes, and some of it is to his own detriment, like trying to throw sidearm or like quarter arm throws when you just don't
I will
need to
defend
make
it
that
till
throw.
no end if he is our starting quarterback. I do not care. I will stand there like Jon Snow in Battle of the Bastards and have my sword ready and drawn to defend.
So, but one thing that is sort of compelling is this is a kid with a lot of hype going around him that's going to be linked to a lot of big name programs. And if he is choosing Louisville, then that at least tells me he's serious about trying to develop as a quarterback to get to that next level. He's seen what Jeff Brom's been able to do with Aiden O'Connell, with guys like Jack Plummer, with Tyler Shuck, who's looking like he could be an NFL Rookie of the Year, which would be huge for his recruiting.
Awesome.
Like, yeah, other schools can try to claim him all they want. His last year of development was here, and that's where he turned into an NFL Rookie of the Year. So you would love to have that on your repertoire. So while there are some cringy annoyances, if he's really serious about developing as a quarterback, and I mean, this would arguably be probably the second, maybe even like either the second or third most raw, talented quarterback that any living Louisville fan may have seen in the last, 30, 40 years? Like,
Right.
The kid's got talent in spades.
Exactly. I mean, his talent's there. All three of the guys, the talent's there, man. I don't want to hurt and lose off key offensive line players. You don't know what the weapons are like at wide receiver, but I don't want to lose, Keywan, Duke, and Isaac. I want to keep one of the three,
This is a deep, deep portal class and we don't even have all the expected declarees in yet. We're at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm at counting 15 guys just looking off the top of my head who, if we took, I'd be like, yeah, okay, I can live with that. So I don't necessarily need one of these three huge name players, but honestly, it'd be nice to get a guy with multiple years of eligibility so we could get behind a guy, but
that would be awesome.
Who knows? All right, but we are getting close to the end of our time. Stay tuned in with us. We're going to end this broadcast here shortly. We're coming right back with Starting 502. They're going to be doing a pregame show for Louisville Cal. Shout out to the Party Deck for giving me that answer. Louisville Cal basketball game tonight, and then they will be live again afterwards for post-game instant reaction show. Of course, before we sign off, what type of host would I be if I didn't mention our final results for our predictions market for this Boca Raton recap? the Bob Wiener Rockets. Only one of us picked them. And what do you know? I come out with another win to extend my lead.
Just nail in the coffin.
So 8-5 on the year, while you and Jacob went 5-8. We're still working out on what to determine as the tiebreaker for the two of you. So we'll
he dipped out of there before we could play a game. So,
so
maybe we'll do a bench press contest. You down for that one, Jacob?
We will see. So thank you all again for tuning in and joining us for another episode of From the Pink Seats podcast. Huge thanks again to our friends over at Kern's Corner for sponsoring the Kern's Corner Digital Studios. If you haven't already, and you're watching us on Twitter, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Subscribe to the State of Lou, at Pink Seats Pod, at producer_Keith, at Vincent Lococo. And yeah, I'll even throw in at Jacob Lane. If you're on Discord, be sure to hop into the 1912 Society. It's a fun, active community that always has a blast, boards for every sport. And if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Beat it like it owes you lunch money. Hit the like button, hop in, leave some comments, tell us who you want as D coordinator. And thank you again for tuning in to another episode of From the Pink Seats podcast. And as always, what do we say, Vince?
Go Cards.
That's right. Go Cards. Oh, you clicked the die button.